Hi everyone, this is Sandy Reese with StampinCrew.com. I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator. Thanks for joining me today. We have a fun fold card using the Hobby Haven designer paper. And for my sentiment, I'm doing Send My Sailing because I'm doing a retirement card. And this is on our last chance list. I think it's on sale for $14, which is a really good deal. And I've used it for sailing and I've used it for retirement and birthday, but the sentiments in here are perfect for retirement. So we've got happy retirement, best wishes, congratulations, you deserve the best, you're destined for great things, and ahoy. So lots of fun sentiments on this one. Now the reason I put the Hobby Haven, this is, in my mind, more of a masculine retirement set, but this one to me feels more feminine. So it comes with 12 sheets of paper, and we all have hobbies, or well, I'd like to think most of us have hobbies. And if you're watching this, probably stamping and crafting and creating is one of them. But this paper is all about hobbies. So we have a piece of paper here devoted to cooking. So we've got coffee, we have baking, we have, a Dutch oven and all kinds of cooking things. And then this is the back, it's just kind of a fun plaid green. Then we have one that's for plants. A lot of people love plants. This one has plants all over, chairs, to go with your plants because you want to sit and enjoy them. This one is for sewing and crafting, which is, it doesn't have as much crafting. It's more sewing, knitting, embroidery, that type of thing. Then we have one for book lovers. That would be me. So lots of books and things on this one. And then this one is a great all-purpose one. If they're not one of these hobbies, this is just like spa. So, for retirement, I like to give a spa gift card because I enjoy spa gift cards. So I think that would be an excellent retirement gift. And so this has all just, all kinds of little fun spa things on it. Very, it just gives me some zen. We've got the hot towels, the little roller thing for your face, all kinds of fun things. And then the other 2 pages are 2 pages of die cut images. So we have tags, we have little pieces to go with everything, with the sewing, and we have plants and the tea and the coffee and cooking and all different read. And there is a bundle that goes with it, but it's in a suite, but the bundle doesn't necessarily go with those items. It's just sentiments and dies. In fact, let me show you the dies. Really tag dies. We do have a few leaves, but tag dies. I'm using one of the dies and the stamps, which are kind of all-purpose stamps. So it's not really hobby-related stamps. So you could just buy the paper if you're looking for that. Or if you want to look at the stamps, I will put those on my blog along with the measurements for today's card. But we're not using the bundle. We're just using the paper and then our Send My Sailing sentiments. Okay, so this is the card I had left with the spa set, which I loved, which is great for all purpose. So we've cut our paper 4 1/4 by 11. And then I scored it in half, and then I have another score line, and I'll put the measurements, but I think I scored it at 5 1/2 and 6 3/4. So this is just called a bookbinding fold. It's super easy, and we're just going to glue this down. It's just kind of fun to give a different type of card or different opening card. So it's like a book where you have your book binding and then you open the card. Very easy to do. All right, so for the front, and I mentioned this in my last video, I have a piece of Early Espresso that's going to go behind this. I think Early Espresso was in all the different patterns, and they all have a white background, so that's why I chose a darker matte. So we're going to just glue our spa paper to our square, and then glue this to the front large panel of our card. I'm using, I think Pool Party is the color of the paper. Then I wanted a dark brown, and this is from, I'm going to tell you in a second, the Gathering Together designer paper. This is Last Chance List, this one right here. But you could just use a piece of early espresso cardstock, and you can emboss it with something if you want. This is an online exclusive. It is not sold out or on the Last Chance List. Okay, let's do our stamping. I have a little banner here I cut from the Stylish Shape dies, which are the best ever. And I'm going to stamp Happy Retirement over to the left of our banner. And then I have You Deserve the Best. And we're going to stamp this up near the top. Perfect. Look how nice those stamp. All right. I don't want this to go all the way across. Oh, I got ink on there. So I'm going to just, I need a straight edge. This is what I need. So I'm going to use that as a straight edge to just trim the edge of my banner. If you want to leave it the whole thing, you can, but I'm going to just pop that up. And so I have a long piece of linen thread. I'm going to cut that in half and tie a double bow with it. And I want it kind of a bigger loopy bow, so I can kind of pull those out, maybe spread all the pieces apart here, all little strings, and we're just going to glue this on the back of our Happy Retirement. Maybe I'll just take a little piece of tape. That's the Karen tape here. This roll is almost gone. I'm just going to take this, maybe a little bit of an angle, and just tape that down there, and then we'll pop it up. I've just got some leftover mini dimensionals here. And really it's the paper that I want to focus on. And I didn't cut that very straight at all, did I? Okay. I want to focus, so I want to make sure we get a good view of all that fun paper. And then we've got these earthy matte dots coordinate with the designer paper. We can pick any of the colors that we want. I'm going to do the espresso because that kind of coordinates the best with what I've got. So I'm going to put mine there. And that's the front done. And then for the inside, I gave everybody a die cut, one of the die cut pieces to glue inside, you know, whether it was a book or a mixing stand or something. I have this spa set that I'm just going to glue down here at the bottom. And you know, I kind of didn't put glue right at the top, so if I wanted to tuck a gift card in there, I could, and just have it tucked into the top of my my spa things. Or, you know, just use a couple glue dots and stick it on the other side. Isn't that cute? What a fun retirement card. And if you have someone who loves to read or loves to do plants or sew, any of those other papers would be wonderful for this. So don't forget that when you spend $50 with me online before tax and shipping, you're going to get a kit of that month's card class projects for free. And then don't forget to click subscribe so that you don't miss out on future videos. All right, thanks everybody for stopping in today. I'll post measurements and supplies on my blog so you can check there. And we will see you next time. Bye, everyone.